Alright, so welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Jay, and today's product is the Drag 3 by Voopoo, and this is the package. This is what it look like. You have 177 maximum 177 watt maximum power, GENE-FAN chip, actually super mode. I'll explain about it. You'll get here what you have in the box. Let me zoom a little bit. Alright, so I'll freeze it for you if you want to read it. And on the other side there's social media and nothing else. So inside the box you'll get this. You have the Drag 3 mod, and you have the new TPP pod / coils. I'll explain about it later. You get also this. Inside of it you'll get a user manual, you'll get a USB-C, and you'll get two coils. One of them is the TPP DM1, which is 0.15 ohm, and the other one is TPP DM2, 0.2 ohm. Now this is the pod. This is the new pod, the TPP version. It's very easy actually. The only difference between this and the old version, which is the PNP pods, you can use them. They are compatible. So if you have like the old PNP pod, you can use it here, and this one you can use it on your old Voopoo products. It fits like this. You have airflow controller here. You have an 810 drip tip. The O-rings are on the drip tip itself, so if you have like a goon style drip tip, you cannot use it, so you have to really be careful and keep these, don't lose them. Now to install the coil, all you have to do is just open it, choose one of the coils. Now these are the new TPP coils. Let me zoom a little bit and show you a close-up. Alright, zoom, focus, sorry. Alright, so these are the new TPP coils. This one is the, I don't know if you can read it, this is the 0.15 ohm, between 60 and 80 watts, best between 65 and 75 watts. It's a mesh coil. I don't know why it's not focusing. It's a mesh coil, and if you see, this is different now. It's not like there's an opening here and there's another opening here. This is a whole big opening now. Now to install the coil, all you have to do is just same as the old PNP, and then you'll just put it inside. If you want to fill it, you'll open it here. There is a mark here. Let me also try to show you. There is a mark here. There's it. This is. So all you have to do is just open it and fill it with juice. That's it. After you're done filling, all you have to do is just boom, and it's ready. Now let's talk about the mod a little bit. It's really light, very different than the previous one. A very good big screen. The buttons are clickable, they're nice. You have a USB-C, and this is like, I don't know what is it, as I heard it's probably fake Alcantara. I don't know what is it, but it feels really good. You have drag here, you have Voopoo here, and you have Drag 3 here, and here is the GENE-FAN chip. Alright, now what you can fit on top of it, this is a 24, and the base is 24. Let me see if we'll get any overhang. So I think yes, we still have a little bit of space, so I think 25 is the max we can use on this mod. Now alright, so this is the door. This is how you open it. It's a spring loaded door. It opens. It's not that great door, but I mean, you have a little bit of a movement here, but once you put the batteries, you'll have no problem. Battery orientation is mentioned here, minus, plus, so we'll start with the minus, the plus. 18650 batteries. Once you close it, nothing, no movement at all. So this is the chip. Let me zoom a little bit. you have everything. Focus. Alright, so you have the drag name, couple of battery indicators here. You have the wattage, the mode you're using. We're using R, which is RBA. I'll explain about the 3 modes available. You have the wattage, you have the puff counter, you have 5-digit puff counter actually, and you have the voltage, the resistance, and the how many seconds each puff. Now if you want to turn it on off, you know it's a 5 click, but let's say, what if we press the up and down button? This is how you lock it. Unfortunately, when you lock it, you lock everything. You cannot even fire to unlock it. Press them again, it will unlock it. Now if you press the up and down button, you will clear the puff counter. I don't know why it's not focusing. Alright, you clear the puff counter, and if you press both up and down button together, you have the option to choose between the iron theme or the core theme, and you have to keep on pressing on it. And I actually love this core theme. I don't know why it's different. Alright, if you wanna go back to your previous, just keep pressing both, then go up and press the fire button for like 3 seconds, and you go back to your normal one. Now to change the mode, now on RBA you have 1, 2, 3, you go back to smart. This is smart mode, so whatever coil we're gonna use in here, it will detect it and give us the best power. We have the 0.15 ohm. Let's test it. I'm putting the PMP and retreated 0.17. It's here. Alright, no, what's wrong with my focusing today. Now if you can go up to 60 watt max. If you want to go higher than 60 watt, you have to click 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Now you are in RBA mode, you can go above 60 watt, and once you reach 81, not 80, 81, you'll start using the super mode, which will give you a fast firing or something like that. It's mentioned in the user manual. Fast. Let me read it for you. Hold on a second. So super mode will bring super fast firing speed, and to the vapors who like a huge vapor. Alright, so it goes up maximum up to, it's a 1 watt increment. It goes up maximum to 177, and it does not round robin. Alright, so that's it. That's basically everything for the Voopoo Drag 3. Let me take it up, let me vape on it, and I'll give you my thoughts. Alright, so back on top with the Drag 3 by Voopoo. I'm using the 0.2 ohm coil. I'm using it on 50 watt. It's rated 0.22, and I'm using, as usual, the Dinner Lady lemon tart juice. Why I'm using this? First, Dinner Lady, they are the sponsor of the channel, and second, this is my favorite juice, so I use it on every mod and RTA and RDA that I use, so I know the flavor, and this way I can really test the coil and know what's the flavor that's giving me by this coil. So let me have my first vape. Perfect flavor, perfect vapor production. I'm using the airflow wide open. And the flavor is really good as well. Now let me try to close it halfway. So I don't know if you can see this, but airflow open halfway. Start to hear some whistle, so let me, I think I'm gonna go put it like 85%, 90%, something like that. So right, beautiful. I love the flavor, I love the vapor production. Now, let's talk some pros and cons. First con to me is gonna be the battery door. Alright, I didn't like the battery door. To be very honest, check this. It's a C frame. If you can see, it's a C frame. So why you didn't come up with a C frame door? Alright, this will allow you to upsell. Like I can buy this and I can buy like 4 doors. Alright, that's a good selling and marketing idea. I didn't like this door. I think it's floppy. If it falls from me, I'm afraid the door might be I don't know, it might get broken. Let's see if you click on it, see what happened. The door just got open. I have to close it again. So to me, the door from the bottom, I mean, I think you should remove it. You should go ahead. You have a type C frame here, so maybe make the door something like this. Second con that I found is that it doesn't round robin. So if you reach like 150, you want to go back to 50, it's gonna take you some time. Not a lot, like a day or two, but it will take you some time. If it's round robin, it's much easier. Third con I found is the lock-in mechanism. If I want to turn it off, if I want, I mean, I don't understand why some companies do this, and Voopoo, you did the same mistake. If I want to lock it, all I want to lock is the up and down button. I don't want to lock the firing mechanism. I want to lock it and be able to fire it. To me, this is a con. To some, it might not be a con. It might be great. But if I want to lock everything, I'll turn it off. Alright. So, final con I found is in the TPP tank. This is an 810 drip tip. I know what you did. The PNP tank, they didn't have changeable drip tip, so we are stuck with the drip tip that it's on it, built in. So you came up with a removed or replaceable drip tip, but you kept the O-ring on the drip tip. I prefer much better if the O-ring is on the inside, and this way I can use any other drip tip. And let's say I broke it or I lost it somewhere, this drip tip, I have to search for a drip tip with O-ring, and you know how hard it is to find something like that. So these are the cons for me. I'm gonna say it again: the battery door, the round robin, the locking mechanism, and the drip tip. Now let's start with pros, because there's a lot of pros. First pro, I like the feel of the mod. I have 2 batteries inside, and it's not heavy at all. It's 177 watt. It's sexy. Check it. It's very beautiful. It's very small. I really like it. You have 3 modes. You can go with the smart mode and just go with what's recommended on the coil. Let's say you have an RDA, or you want to use an RDA, and it was limited like to 60 watt. You wanna vape it on like 80 watt. You just press 3 times the fire button. It will take you to the RBA mode. And let's say you went over 81, then you go to the super mode. Super mode will give you a much faster firing. So you have 3 mods. This is, to be honest, very good. Alright, another pro is dual 18650. For me, I'll be very honest with you, I don't use dual 18650. All my mods are single 18650. This is what I like, small mods. Still, this is using dual 18650 and it's really small. Then you have the screen. It's very clear screen. You have everything. This is a pro to me. You have 2 themes. You can use it like that. You can use the other screen, which is like that. This is also a pro. You have 5 digits for the puff counter. It's not like other mods. I seen other mods that are providing you with only 3. So once you reach 999 puff, it goes back to 0. Here you reach 99,999 puff, and then it go to 0, which is great. I love this. Alright. Yes. Another pro is the USB-C. This doesn't have a micro USB. It's a USB-C, and it's 2 amp charging, which is also another pro. So although I don't advise anyone to charge the battery within their mod, but still, if you're at work, you don't have an external charger to charge your batteries, you don't have extra batteries in your pocket, it's very easy. You'll just plug it, 2 amp charging, you'll charge very fast. Alright. Last but not least, it's upgradable. It doesn't have TC, nickel, titanium or stainless steel, but if you want those, you can just go ahead to Voopoo website and upgrade the firm and download like DC or whatever you want. So a lot of pros, there is some cons, but a lot of pros, and I really like this device. I never thought, this is the first Voopoo product that I review, I never thought that a drag would be so small, so handy, and the feeling of this material, I don't know what is it, fake Alcantara, what is it, I have no freaking idea, but all I can say, you hear this? I love it. It's very sexy. I love how it vapes. Beautiful flavor production. And I did use the PMP coils. They're good, they're producing great flavor. TPP coils are much better. Voopoo, you did it. I just hope that you think of what I said. It's a type C, it's a C frame shape mod, so just make it like that for the future one. I don't know, like drag 4, why not? Drag 4 with doors that you can remove it like that and put with magnet, and then you'll be able also to sell extra doors. Like I'll buy one of this and I'll get these 3 other doors. So I love this product. This is my first Voopoo product that I review, and I really like this mod. This is a keeper. I'm definitely keeping it. It's very small. When I opened the box, I said, oh my god, this is very small. I was imagining a bigger mod. If I want to rate this device from 1 to 10, 1 being the shittiest product that I don't recommend, 10 being the best product that I ever made, I'm gonna rate it on 7 over 10. Why 7? 7 is good, to be honest. Why 7? They lost 3 points, first on the battery door, because if it fails, it's gonna be broken and it's gonna be a mess. You're not gonna be able to fix it. 2, the locking mechanism, because I see it very stupid that you lock everything. If I wanna lock everything and keep it in my pocket, why should I do this? I'll just turn it off. All I need to lock is the up and down button. I don't need to lock the firing button. And the last point is on the drip tip. I prefer that the O-rings will be on the TPP pod and not on the drip tip, because, for example, if it fails and I broke the drip tip, it's very hard for me to find another drip tip with O-rings on it. So these are the 3 points that they lost it. So my rating for the drag 3 is gonna be a 7 over 10. So that's it. That's everything for the drag 3 by Voopoo. I love it so much, and I'll see you on the next review.